Matrubhyo Namaha, Pitrubhyo Namaha, and then Gurubhyo Namaha. So immediately after our parents, it is the teachers that we bow our heads to. So I bow my head in front of all of you. It's a wonderful opportunity and a very happy evening to one and all. Are you all ready? Are you all ready to go ahead with simple tips and simple sentences in English? After this session, I'm sure all of you will be speaking in English in your class. I will give you that assurance. Will you give me that assurance that you will all be ready to speak in English after this class? Yes? Yes, ma'am. I want to see your thumbs up. Yeah, we are all ready to speak in English, ma'am. Simple English conversations. Endukante, English, as Subbarao sir said, we have to treat it like our friend. It's not our enemy. It's not, a very complicated thing to learn. Okay. It's like our friend. So let's treat it as our Snehituralu and we will learn it in a very loving way. Once we start loving something, we will find it very easy to learn it, right? Okay, then bring it on. Say, bring it on. Bring it on in your chat box. Thank you so much. So you all have that energy. Let us go ahead. Let's move it on. Why do you want to speak in English in the class? What is the intention behind learning? When you have clarity over your intention, you will be motivated to learn. Yes, you can always communicate with people who do not know Telugu also, if you know English. Very good. All the courses are in English. Kada, internet is full of English. Any magazine, any books, anything you want to refer, it's always in English. Okay, all the parents want their kids to learn English to grab the opportunities for effective communication. Chala manchi vardu. Effective communication. Krishnamurthy garu. Excellent. International language. Okay. Yes, it's the most popular, widely used language. And you know what? We Indians are the best in speaking English. So we should be proud of it, but only when we learn it. So yes, to travel abroad and to get more opportunities, wonderful. అందరూ చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు. You all know your intentions are very clear and we are absolutely having a clear-cut path that why should we speak in English, especially as a teacher, especially as a teacher. Now, one of my most favorite profession is teaching. It's not that it is the noblest profession. Of course, we know, doctor and teachers is both, they are the noblest of all and the profession is noblest of all. But I don't know, it is my favorite because I feel teaching is not just a profession. Teaching is not just a profession. What else? Can someone complete it? Fill in the blanks for me. It's a passion. Wow. It's a responsibility. Creating new generation. Well said. Creators. Excellent, Sandhya Garu. According to me, all of this, whatever you said, is true. 100% true. Can I add something to it? Can I add something to it? Yeah. For me, teaching is an attitude. If you do not have the attitude towards teaching, you cannot just take it up as a profession. They just want to treat it as a stopgap arrangement. Yes, there are many people in this field like that. There is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong, but it will affect the students a lot if you do not have the attitude of teaching in you and if you pick up the profession just like that. Unlike being an accountant, unlike being an engineer, unlike being an auditor, any other profession, even without having an attitude of becoming an accountant, you can still work. But without having the attitude of teaching, you cannot be in this profession. You need to love it. The amount of love you have towards your profession, towards your students, and towards your subject, that defines the attitude. How many of you agree with me? These 3 points: love towards your profession, love towards your students, and love towards your subject. So these 3 things are inevitable to get into teaching. And with all this, You all have got into this profession, so hats off to all of you. You're all doing a marvelous job. Corona, this particular situation, COVID situation, after the virus Corona entered our lives, it has been very challenging to our country, especially. India has been facing so many challenges, and I would say frontline workers, teachers have to be included. The amount of efforts teachers are putting into the profession, to make the children understand, to run the classes online, correcting papers, and doing these exams and tests, they are putting their more than 100%. I wouldn't say 100%, more than 100%. Isn't it? So I think teachers have to be treated as frontline workers like any other doctor or nurse or any other workers, because they are striving so hard to keep everything normal. And children are just, they are having their own struggles. We adults, we can somehow cope with the extreme situations. But a huge shout out to all the children, to all the students who have been trying to take it in the right spirit. Isn't it? Online schools, online teaching, online classes, when it came initially, was very tough for everybody. The entire virtual classroom concept was very tough to understand, but slowly we got used to it. And hats off to all the teachers and students who've been doing so well. So pat your back on that. Pat your back. It's not about being egoistic. It's about self-love. Okay, there is a lot of difference between ego and self-love. You need to love yourself. Then you will start loving your profession, your students, your subject, and all that. Okay, so pat your back on that, and let's move ahead with today's course. And I got some lovely, lovely answers. To add a few more, you have better employment opportunities, right? Better employment opportunities once you start speaking English. It leads to your professional development. Professional development ante educational qualifications ante kaadu. You might be getting academically qualified, but you also need to upgrade yourself, upskill yourself every time. That also contributes to your professional development, right? Also, your network will grow. Now, in this today's modern era, we call it's a global village. Muttam globe anta, it's like a small village. We are all connected to each other. It's all about networking. So once you can speak the global language, automatically your network will grow, right? You will be able to have discussions with everybody around you. Not only restrict to people who can speak your language, but widen your network. You can have discussions with everybody. So English, being a global language, will give you better opportunities wherever you're working. In that particular institution itself, you will have better opportunities for promotion. And if you want to switch jobs, of course, you have excellent opportunities, and you can widen your network, and you can have discussions with people. You can make friends globally. When you travel, definitely you would require a common language, and you can make friends globally, and you can extend your network. It is very much required for professional development. But the prime most thing is, as a teacher, when you start speaking in English, you will influence your students to do the same. So that's the best part. They listen, they absorb, and they imitate. So one teacher can inspire a minimum of 1 lakh students. So imagine, we have more than 100 teachers here. You have to give me the count. So many mathematics teachers here. So if one teacher can inspire 1 lakh students, according to statistics, it's the, that's how the mathematics work. So how many students can you all inspire? 100 teachers. It's phenomenal. It's abundant, right? It's infinity. So to do that, to inspire the younger generation, the future generation, as some of you said, yes, we need to be professional, and we need to start speaking in English. Make them ready to face the real world, right? And don't you think, my friends, when you speak in English, you will feel more confident? How many of you agree with me? మీకు కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వస్తుందా ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడితే? అంటే కరెక్ట్గా మాట్లాడాలి, తప్పు తప్పు ఇంగ్లీష్ కాదు. Do you feel much more confident when you speak in English? Then type yes in the chat box. Excellent. Because especially in India, speaking in English is equivalent to being intelligent, right? If somebody can speak English well, it means that person is very intelligent. That's how we equate. And that is why confidence automatically comes. When we feel the opposite person is thinking of us as intelligent, confidence comes from within. But otherwise also, it's a beautiful language. Okay, we don't have to have any kind of phobia, as Subbarao Garu said. Okay, there is no need to have any fear, no need to have any hesitation. It's a very simple language. It's not as difficult as Telugu, not as difficult as Hindi. No, it's not as difficult as any other language. Very simple, just 26 alphabets. We have to learn it in the right way. Okay, and it becomes easy. Let me also tell you, here we are to learn few fundamental aspects of English, not to gain a degree in English, not to gain a PhD in English. Okay, we don't have to understand the grammatical nuances of it, but we will speak in a very correct way through our unique methodology. All right, that's what we do at Self Academy, as Subbarao Garu was telling. We run an academy called Self Academy where we teach English without grammar. Yes, it is possible to learn without grammar, and you can speak very fluently and correctly. All right, let's go ahead with that. And kindly, I request all of you to please make notes. Okay, just for this 1 hour, all of you are my students. So I want all my students to make notes. Yeah, it always gets imprinted in your mind when you write something. And I will also write along with you. I haven't prepared everything. I have not put into my PPTs. I also want to write along with you. So I would request all of you to make notes. Okay, before that, let me share my screen. So a little bit of classroom language is what we are going to look into. This is again one of my favorite quotes. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. So that's what we are trying to do as the present generation teachers. We involve the students. Students are very good at imitating us. So we will involve them and we will make sure they imitate us. And that's how the teacher has become more like a facilitator now. Rather than teaching everything, we facilitate them to learn. And let us start with this wonderful saying. So the first thing is, when you enter the class, you greet them and you introduce yourself if you're a new teacher. Otherwise, you can just say that, today's lesson is this, today we're going to begin. So we will start with greetings and introduction. Okay, that would be the heading. We will learn sentences in this aspect. Okay, let us write down a few sentences. As soon as you enter the class, okay, you can definitely greet them. Good morning or good afternoon. Whatever is the hour of the day, accordingly, you can just greet them. Good morning, students. How are you all doing? Hello, everyone. How are things with you? And definitely you can talk about the weather. Wow, today is a bright day. Today is a sunny day. What do you think? Today is a rainy day. But you can just say, what a lovely day. What a lovely day. Whatever the weather is, however it is, you can always brighten up the mood by saying, what a lovely day. It is time to introduce yourself. You can just, if you're a new teacher, you can say, my name is, I am, okay. Whatever is your name, or I am. Again, let me tell you, please do not use myself. Okay. Myself, Deepti, myself, Subhashini. Please don't use myself. You can, that's a wrong usage. My name is, I am. I am your new English teacher. I am your new mathematics teacher, or I will be teaching English for you this year. You might not be a new teacher, but you might be teaching them a different subject this particular year. So I am your English teacher this year. Okay, so greetings and introduction is done. Now it is time for you to start the class. Okay, let's start now. Ante meeru మాతృభాష యూజ్ చేస్తే కూడా కొద్దిగా you can start with such English phrases. Okay, you don't have to speak completely ekdam se. You can start with few sentences and then carry on with your subject, carry on with your language if you're comfortable. Okay. Are you all ready? Shall we start now? Can we get down to work? Work can be anything. Studying, teaching, it is work. Can we get down to work? Hope you're all able to follow my handwriting. Yeah, thumbs up. Okay. Good, good. Then you can follow anybody's handwriting if you can follow my handwriting. Okay, okay. Settle down. I think this is something which we all as teachers use a lot, right? Settle down, all of you. I'm waiting. Can you please settle down? Can you all settle down? Settle down ante inka don't be haphazard. Don't be moving around in the class. Sit in a place, be silent and take out your books and we will start. That is the meaning of settle down. I'm waiting. Maintain silence. Then we can start. How many of you use this? Stop talking. Minimum 10 times in a day. Stop talking, right? And a very, very common phrase now after these virtual classrooms have started. What is the most common phrase teachers manam use chesedi? Am I audible? Right? So that is the very common phrase which we all use. You can add to this. Am I audible? Is my voice clear? Okay. So these are the things. These are the phrases which you can use in the beginning in English and then start on with your lesson. Can you hear? Here ante idi homonym Shivraju garu. HERE here ante ikkada anamata. HEAR ante vintunda ani. Here. So can you hear? Am I audible? Is my voice clear? Edaina cheppochu. So I think we've learned around 10 sentences here. I've written down a few. Rest all I'm telling you. Yeah. Mute your device. Can you all go on mute? It's disturbing the class. Regularly we can start using. Ante we know all these things. It's very simple, but we don't tend to use it in between. So when we start using it, we become more comfortable in speaking English. If you keep using English in between your Telugu, in between your language, maybe Hindi or any other language, whatever you're using, you will get more comfortable in using the language English, right? Okay. Now this is about beginning of the class. You have asked everybody to settle down, maintain silence, please stop talking. Now let us start. Are we all ready? Now let's get down to work on this. Okay. Now let us see what is the next chapter. I'll keep sharing my screen in between also, PPTs and board, so that I don't get boring. Okay. I keep showing the PPTs, then you will all get bored. You'll just start reading from the PPTs. So we will switch between PPT and the screen. Now, greetings and introduction. Then beginning. We also learned, right? How do we start? These are some of the common phrases which we learned. Now, addressing the students. Next, you create that warmth and you develop that relationship with the students. How do we do that? I will teach you some phrases. Who is not here today? Where were you yesterday? If somebody has joined in late, have you overslept? What is the matter with you? If somebody is feeling dull, what is the matter with you? Idanta mem Telugulo maatladtam kada. Same sentences, you can just use it in English. Who is absent today? We have 100%. Wow, that is amazing. That's good. You can also say, don't let it happen again. Okay. If a person is consistently joining late and not able to come to the class in time, don't let it happen again. Do not repeat this again. Every time you do this, please don't let it happen again. Okay. Kanpadistunda last sentence. So you can just type S in the chat box if it's clear.